Hi everyone, I'm Mark Rosenthal with you on this Friday evening. Are you having fun yet? You know, it's really interesting to me, before we get into this whole weather situation, that this is Friday the 13th. Now, think back. When was the last time that we had Friday the 13th to be followed by Valentine's Day? What did you get your Valentine for tomorrow? I'm listening. I'm not telling you what I got mine. All right. Anyway, this is the situation. You can see I'm not a well man. I'm losing my mind. What's left of it? We just be getting hammered. It's crazy. So I have a weather song for you. Enjoy. Thunder in the background. That's nice. More thunder. We could see thunder. Hear thunder tomorrow. Come on, baby. Sing it. Ready? Do it. Oh, yeah. We got stormy weather coming. All right, let's get into this. You ready? We got a lot to talk about. We do have a blizzard warning in effect for the greater Boston area from 11 o'clock, actually from 7 o'clock tomorrow night, I beg your pardon, till 11 o'clock Sunday morning. Heavy snow, blinding snow, visibility a quarter mile or less. Strong winds could reach hurricane force along the coast. Air temperatures in the single numbers, along with dangerous cold. Wind chills as low as 25 below zero. Let's show you where the watches and warnings are. In orange, it's a blizzard warning. In pink, it's a winter storm warning. In blue, out through the Berkshires and portions of Connecticut, it's a winter storm watch. Now, temperatures as of early this evening have fallen back into the single numbers and teens. It's well below zero in eastern Canada, and that's where our air is coming from over the next couple of days. Now, on the national map, you see a weak area of low pressure here in eastern Canada. This will be dropping south and redeveloping south of New England over the next 24 hours. As we look at the latest satellite loop, you see a whole package of clouds back in the Great Lakes with low pressure. This has a lot of upper level support. There is a tremendous amount of atmospheric spin that's going to be moving out south of New England, igniting one heck of a storm. That low pressure is going to be developing and deepening south of Long Island tomorrow night, and really what we call bombogenesis, when the pressure falls very quickly in a short amount of time. That's what's on tap. Radar loop shows a package of light snow back up into the Great Lakes. This will be expanding by tomorrow afternoon and will be moving into Boston probably between noon and 3, the way I see it right now. So as we look at the weather map, this is a GFS computer model for 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We have low pressure developing south of us. Should be snowing lightly in the greater Boston area. This thing will start to wind up. As a matter of fact, by the time we get to 1 o'clock Sunday morning, we have a deepening gale center southeast of Martha's Vineyard, continuing to move off to the northeast. It should be snowing to beat the band. And by 8 o'clock Sunday morning, oh my goodness, do we have an old-fashioned New England blizzard going, certainly in easternmost New England, with low pressure set at about 75 miles or so to the east-southeast of Boston. Actually, earlier, it was north of us. It's actually trying to do a little loop-de-loop south and southwest. It's being captured at 500 millibars in the upper levels of the atmosphere at 18,000 feet up, and that means it's a loop around the surface storm, which for a short time is bringing it back towards the southwest. So by 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, the low center is still just off to the east-northeast, expanding and still throwing some heavy snow in easternmost New England. Now, I want to show you another map here. This is a 700 millibar map, valid for 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon. The dark green is snow. I still think it's snowing hard in easternmost New England at 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon. It will quit in Boston probably somewhere between 3 and 4. We should be done. But by that time, the damage has been done. We're still looking for a foot of snow or greater in the Pink Zone, Cape Cod, Boston, Merrimack Valley. Jesse Timberlake, I know you're nervous about Cape Elizabeth. I can see you getting 2 feet of snow. Portland, Maine North, I think they get 2 feet plus. Once you get beyond 495, Worcester, 6 to 12 inches plus, and lesser amounts, again, in the Berkshires. All right, forecast for Boston goes like this. A clear, very cold start tonight. It's 14 below to 8 above with calm winds. The clouds will be thickening up late tonight. Now, here's your 5-day forecast as we start with tomorrow. Snow breaks out somewhere between noon and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It'll get steadier and heavier by dark. Temperatures in the teens. Tomorrow night, a blizzard. Certainly late tomorrow night, wind whipped snow, maybe some thunder. North winds picking up 30 to 65 miles an hour. There could be gusts to hurricane force along the coast by dawn on Sunday. There'll be a blizzard throughout much of Sunday morning in eastern New England. High temperature in Boston is 8 above with dangerous wind chills of 20 to 30 below. The storm will be winding down in totality by about mid-afternoon on Sunday afternoon, but then we have a ground blizzard. And what that means is even though the snow's not falling from the sky, it's being whipped around by winds gusting over 50 knots. I wouldn't be surprised Monday morning if Boston's 6 below zero, only headed for a high of 9. And then on Tuesday, it's partly sunny, very cold, 17. There could be some more snow on Wednesday. So raise your hand if you've had enough. Put that hand down. You're a true weather freak, and you take your medicine. You've been going for this all year. Is it time for my martini? Marsha, could you bring that in? And I'll be checking you later. Thanks so much.